Hey friends, this is Brian with Ky Woodsman. It's about the first week of February and I'm doing a little bit of scouting for fur bearers. I usually try to do my trapping in February because here in Kentucky it's a little bit warmer than most states, so they don't get a good coat of fur on them until about the middle of January through February. So I'm going to go ahead and walk up and down some creeks and look for some sign, and I'd like you to join me here on the Ky Woodsman. Okay, it's a little bit hard to spot, but what we're looking for is, I hope you can see it, but right there, we've got a little coon track, and that's a small one, but if we look up through here, there's a few little places where it's disturbed. See right through there? And I'll tell you why that is I've got a little creek up here, a little draw that I usually trap, and boy, it usually has water in it and crawdads and stuff, and so the coons just love it, so they're always coming up through this way. And also we got some coyotes that are coming up through this way. See if I can zoom in on this right here. There's a coyote track right there and another one right there. So the coyotes are going down this path, up and down this path, and the coons are traveling from the main creek channel all the way up this little hollow here. And I mean, if you look, there's just holes everywhere under trees, roots, and about everything, so there's plenty of food hiding for them. And then this type of creek right here, usually you'll see dead crawdad shells in it where they've been successful. So we're going to go ahead and just keep on looking, and if I see enough coon tracks going through here, then I might set some traps. Well, I wanted to show you something. Here in Kentucky we have the cedar tree. It's a eastern red cedar, and what I like to do with it a lot, it comes in real handy, is take some of the bark and make some tinder with it for starting your campfire. So let me zoom in here. The bark's kind of hair-like, and so it just peels right off, and it doesn't hurt the tree. But see, it just peels off in long strips, and you get a little bit of it together. It doesn't take much. And I mean, it's just peeling off all the trees around this area, so take a little from one, from another. But once you get it together, it makes a fine tinder, and you just rub it together like this. The inner bark, if you find a dead poplar tree too, will do the exact same thing. Peel the bark off, and then the dried inner bark on a dead poplar, it's real good for cordage, and it's good for starting fires too. But you do this a little bit and you can see what happens. See how it shreds up? It makes the best bird nest, and you just cast a spark right into that, and then put your tinder on top of that, and you're all set to go. So anyway, it's got it right here in the woods. If you know what to look for, you can cast a good spark into that and have your fire in no time. Okay, let's continue on. Well, one of the great things about doing some scouting is you run across a lot of stuff. So anyway, I like to deer hunt, and while I'm walking around here, I found a good place in a thicket, cedar thicket, that the deer are bedding down. So I'll keep this in mind when I'm setting my deer stand up next season, that here's the place where they like to bed, and then all I got to do is find the food source and put my stand in between them. But let me show you what I found here. See right here, you got a whole bunch of doe droppings, and then right there's a bunch of doe droppings. Got some doe hoof prints, and then we come around this way and there's more doe droppings there. And I mean, this place here, it's just nice and thick. There's a lot of cover, nothing can see them, and so that's why they like it. Okay, let's carry on. There's a trail that runs down through here. I don't know if you can see it, but it runs straight down along through there. And the deer just have this thing beat up. So I've seen like 3 rubs on 3 good trees. So guess where I'm going to be next deer season? Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go up ahead here, and got a little tree that's been over, laying right there. So I think what we'll do is we'll grab us a seat. See what I'm saying here? Look at that. More deer droppings. They're everywhere. But we'll grab us a seat right here and eat some lunch, because I'm getting kind of hungry. And there's more deer droppings right there, and more of them right there. And then look at these buck droppings here. Good grief. He's a big one. Got doe droppings there and there. Look at the size of this. I mean, that's a big buck. So I know where I'm deer hunting at. So I'm going to get everything out and grab a little bite here. So today I just packed my lunch with me. I got some buttered bread, and I made up some hot tea. Thermos of that, nice and hot. And then in here I've got me a thermos of, I got this on Christmas, 14 hours hot. So I'm hoping it is. But anyway, I got some hamburger soup in here, and it's just like beef stew, but you use hamburger meat instead. So I'm hungry. Let's get into it. Boy, that's good. Well, friends, I'm going to finish up here and then head on down the creek a little bit and see what else I can see. So if I see something that I think you'll be interested in, I'll go ahead and video it. But if not, then thank you for joining me here on the Ky Woodsman. God bless y'all. Well, I thought this was the neatest thing. Look at how this tree has grown into this fence all the way down. All the way through. That is the neatest thing. And even this one spot right there. Haha. That's so cool.